morning. This is a hopefully quick video about a battery mod for a Uniden Bearcat BC296D. It replaces the clunky garbage NiCad nickel metal hydride batteries with a lipo battery, or if you can find one that fits, some kind of lithium ion battery. Quick history of why I wanted to do this. I got this radio, the scanner, for like $3 at Goodwill several years ago, and I had to get a battery for it. You have to buy the battery packs. I don't remember how much they cost. It doesn't really matter. But I found that the the NiCad battery packs, or the nickel metal hydride ones, didn't last very long. And what I mean by last very long, I mean that the batteries die after about 2 years, regardless of how well you keep them charged. And since I didn't use this thing very often, it was really annoying that I was having to constantly replace the batteries for something that I don't really use a lot. All of my other scanners use regular batteries, AA's, and so much easier to use, so much more convenient, last a long time, don't have to keep it charged. But you can't easily or at all convert this thing to run off of AA's. It just won't fit. So after a long time, several years of trying to find a way to do this, I finally did. One of the things that made it possible was this J5019 BMS. It's a BMS, and it's also a boost converter. So it's a one-cell BMS for a lithium polymer or lithium ion battery. It takes 4.2 volts, and it will boost it up to, I think, some rather high voltage. It's completely you can boost this thing to 27 volts, but that's going to use so many amps or milliamps that it's probably going to run the battery down pretty quickly. So anyways, here's what I did. I happen to have one of these barrel connectors that you can put into anything. I don't remember where I got it or how much it cost, so I had to install that because you can't use the original connector. I'll explain why in a little bit. The way this is wired is the voltage comes in to this BMS, and you can also use a USB mini connector, and you just need a battery charger or a USB charger that can put out 1 amp, preferably 2, even though this will only pull 1 amp. You hook up a battery to the connections where it says, and then you have your output come out here, and this goes into where the battery connected for the old battery pack, which is why you can't use this. If you plug in here, it'll feed power into this, and I don't know what backfeeding into this would do, so that's why I have this other one. And then I had to find a battery that would fit, and this one is 10 millimeters thick by 40 millimeters deep by 50 millimeters wide, and it just perfectly fits in here. You could probably get a battery that's almost twice as thick, but I just wanted to get this. I wanted something that would fit in here. Milliamp hours on this is 2400. The maximum NiCad packs you can get are 2500, but I think some of those are lying. Anyways, this works pretty well. You plug in your 5 volts with 1 amp, and when you plug it in, a light on the board will turn red saying it's charging, and when the battery is done charging, which it takes about 2.5 hours, a light will turn green. If you wanted to get fancy, you could probably change out the LEDs on here with some other LEDs and run them to someplace where you can see them, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm in the process of testing it, so I'm not really going to turn it on right now. So far I've gotten about a little over almost 7 hours, a little over 7 hours out of it. I think I should be able to get 9. I don't know how much the other ones would output, but I think that's pretty good for this. But the main reason that you would want to do this is that the lipo battery will last 2, 3, 4 times longer than a NiCad will. So anyways, so just so you can see that it works. And of course there's nobody transmitting. Oh, I know how to get that. Here, let's do that. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching.